What is going on, everybody, and welcome to part 5 of the Kivy tutorials. In this video, what we're going to be doing is building out that actual chat app page, basically, where the chatting is to occur. So far, we have built the following, which is just a label, and instead what we want to do is actually kind of set up the layout and then talk a little bit about how we're actually going to update the chat, because the label itself, while that contains text and we could continuously update that label, once the text is long enough to run off the screen, it's just going to run off the screen, so there's no scroll. So instead what we need to do is kind of combine the scroll view with a label and kind of make our own custom scrollable label. So we're going to be working on that. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to keep self calls as 1, and then we're going to say self.rows is 2. So I've drawn a beautiful picture for the text-based tutorial about how I envision this app to work. And this is it. So the chat will kind of exist here in row 1. And then for row 2 is actually going to have 2 columns. So it'll lay out inside of a layout. So on row 2, we'll have column 1, which will take about 80% of the width. And then column 2 will be the actual send button. So this is where you'll enter your message. This is the chat history. And then this is the send button. Cool. So first thing I'm going to do is just get rid of this, because we're not going to be using that anymore. So now we're going to say is self.history is going to be still a label here for now that we're going to set to be height is equal to the window dot size and 1. And since I've just brought in window, let me see here, Kivy core window. So to reference just generally the window, from kivy.core.window import window. Coming back down, chat app here. Okay, so 1, it's coordinates, right? Window.size will be coordinates, so x is 0, y is 1, y is your height, boom. So y, so for that height times, we'll do 0.9 times 0.9, and then size hint y none. These are parameters, so remove the space for pep8. Great. So then self.add widget, self.history. Lovely. Now, in the second row, we're going to have the message input that we want to input, and then the send button. So for that, we're going to say self.new message is equal to a text input, and this will be width, and that's going to be window.size 0th for the x times 0.8, so 80%. Size hint, not y, it'll be x. None. And for now, we'll set multi-line to false. Okay, then we need our send button. So self.send is going to be a button that says send, surprise. Then self.send.bind, anytime we send a message, what we want is on press. We're going to say self.send underscore message. So we'll need to build that. Okay. Now, what we want to do is we have this widget history, which is taking up that entire. Because remember, the way this can feel kind of weird until you get used to it, and you almost have to have this mental image. So right now, we're programming in the space that is 1 column, 2 rows. So the first add widget that we did is taking up this whole thing. Now, if we add one more widget, it's going to take up this whole thing. Okay, so we don't want to just add a widget right away, because it's going to take up that full row. So instead what we're going to say is bottom line is equal to a grid layout of calls equals 2, and then we're going to set up bottom line. So we're going to say bottom line dot add widget and we're going to add both widgets. Self dot new message, and then bottom line dot add widget self dot send. So now this bottom line grid layout thing that just doesn't belong anywhere, now we're going to add that, and now this bottom line widget takes up that entire bottom row. But inside of that, we have a grid layout that's 2 columns, and it contains these 2 widgets, which are sized accordingly. Oh, I'm sorry, sized accordingly, and then this just takes up the rest. So now when we say self dot add widgets, we add bottom line. Boom, done. Now what we're going to do is we'll just add this send message method just real quick. Send message self. Cool. So when you click the button, it also returns, what is it, the button? Right, it'll return whether you hit the send button or the enter key. That's right. So so in this case, we don't really care. So that's why we're using the underscore here. So for now, when this method gets triggered, we're just going to say send a message. Okay. Very good. Chat page. Okay, let's test. I think, yeah, we'll test this for now. Let's just run that real quick. So pi-37 Kivy app. No. Kivy app 5. There we go. And since this is the first time we're running it, don't forget, you need to be also running socket server.py. If you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, quit skipping tutorials. Okay, hit join. And it looks pretty good. So in here you could say blah, 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 blah. And then we'll click send. And we can see here on our Kivy app thing, as we hit send, it says send a message. So it knows, okay, we're going to do something when we send a message, and we'll probably handle that in the next video. But the other issue is, as we continue to populate this label, we're going to get too much. So we need to make this a scrollable label, which unfortunately doesn't exist. It seems like a really obvious thing. So if anybody watching knows Kivy and knows what should be in place of this, like how would you use Kivy to display anything scrollable that would be updated, right? Let me know. Anyway, so let's fix that. So what we're going to do is from kivy.uix.scrollView, we're going to import scrollView, and we're just going to make something that is a better version of a label. So we're going to make this like label widget thing that will just take the place of a label, not all of the labels, but the one that we want to take a place of. So class scrollable label. It's going to inherit from scrollView, and wouldn't you guess it, we're going to do this as well. Cool. All right, so first we're going to say self.layout is equal to a grid layout where we just have one column, and then size hint y equals none, and then we're going to add that. So self.add widget self.layout. Great. Now what we want to do is basically we need 2 widgets, one to be appended to and have a scrolling capability, and the other widget is simply there for us to scroll to it. So to scroll like down, right, by default, as new messages come in, we want to continue scrolling down. So we need like a target to scroll down to. So we're going to just throw a widget there to scroll to. And that's its sole purpose. So we're going to say self.chat_history equals a label with a size hint y equals, you can do it, none. And then markup equals true. And this is just so we can add pretty colors, make your username one color and everybody else's username a different color. So you know, so it's like just easier for you to read. And then self.scroll 2 point is just going to be a label. So it's just an empty label, but this is the thing that we're going to scroll to. every single time. So now we're going to add this to our layout. So we're just going to say self.layout.add widgets, and we're going to add self.chat history, and then we're going to add self.layout.add widget. You can do it, man. And we're adding self.scroll to point. More coffee is necessary. Okay. So, awesome. So yeah, so we have the chat history, and these two things are going to go in this layout widget. And this layout widget is scrollable, and all we're doing is just, we've got this label that's just ever updating. It will scroll, but to get it to scroll to the bottom, we're adding one more widget that's just going to be empty. It's just an empty label, kind of like we abused an empty label earlier. And we're just simply using it as like a target to scroll to. So pretty cool. Awesome. So that's our init method here for our scrollable label. Now we need a method to actually update the chat history as a new message comes in. So we're going to say define update chat history. This will take two params. It'll be self and the message that you want to update into the chat history. So self.chathistory.text is going to be a plus equals. First of all, it should be a new line. So \n plus whatever the message was. So immediately you should be taking note that this is not sanitized in any way. I'm already thinking of all kinds of fun stuff we could do. So yeah, that's why I'm not going to leave this public. Now, I'm not going to leave my chat server public anyway. Chat history text. Okay, so new line, then the message. And then now what we want to do is we want to set the layout height to be whatever the height is necessary. And then we just kind of are going to be adding some padding here. So the first thing that we're going to do is self.layout.height is going to be self.chathistory.texture. Oh, it's not haven't typed it yet. Texture size. 1 for the Y, plus 15 pixels, just to give us some extra space at the bottom. And then what we're going to say is self.chathistory itself.height is self.chathistory.texture size 1. Awesome. So now self.chathistory.text underscore size is equal to the self.chathistory width times 0.98 comma and then none there. Okay. I think that's what we want. We'll find out. And then finally, don't forget, we want a self.scroll underscore to self.scroll to point. Cool. So that's with our scroll view. So when we update, we'll add the message. We get the height here. We add that information and then set the text, set the size, and we're good to go. Cool. So now I think we're ready to go ahead and try this. Let's just make sure we don't have any errors, because until we actually get some code or some text coming in, we're not really going to know if this is working as intended. So I think what I'll do, let's just run it really quickly and just see what we have here. Okay, so I mean, everything up to this point that we can test does work, but until we actually start updating the text in this actual label, there's really nothing for us to test further. So, okay. So yeah, in the next video, we'll wrap up the application, and then the subsequent video, we'll talk about packaging. So we'll get it on, I mean, doing Windows, I mean, pretty much every desktop you could just install Python. But on Windows, you can create an executable. I'm trying to think on Mac if there, no, Linux, there is no option. You would just need to get, get Python and Kivy. On Mac, there is, I haven't tested it on Mac. I have got it on Android, and then I haven't tested on iOS, but apparently you can get it there too. So anyway, we'll start talking about packaging and stuff like that, and mostly just the hardships of packaging. Because there's so many stuff and it's so hard to read the errors and stuff. But anyways, that's what you guys have to look forward to. Next tutorial, we'll finish the chat app, and it'll actually be a functioning chat app that I can show you guys works. So, cool. Questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, whatever, feel free to leave them below. If you want some help, you can join the Discord, discord.gg/SentDex. Otherwise, I'm going to see you guys in the next video.